For almost 60 years, the British Antarctic Survey has been conducting scientific research on the South Polar continent. Recent studies of ice cores recovered from deep within the Antarctic glaciers have provided valuable evidence of past climate changes, dating back tens of thousands of years. The resulting database has helped shape predictions of future climate change due to global warming. Visiting the survey's Cambridge headquarters this week, the Prince of Wales, Prince Charles, was shown Antarctic ice cores held in low-temperature storage. The Prince's visit coincided with a speech by the UK Government's Secretary of State for Business, John Hutton, who told scientists and business leaders Britain should follow the lead of California by investing heavily in renewable power expertise.
Now, the scale of the task in front of us is enormous. To tackle climate change while meeting increasing demands for energy reliability at competitive prices and in a way that looks after the needs of those on low incomes. To complete the UK's transition to a low-carbon economy, and that's what we have got to contemplate, will demand nothing less than a revolution in our energy systems, both at home and abroad. The world needs cleaner energy, but it must also have access to affordable energy as well, to spur growth and the progress that comes with it. The urgency of climate change and the re-emergence now of a new politics of energy has combined with surging demand from the new economies of Asia to present perhaps the biggest challenge to global energy systems since the oil price rises of the 1970s. Then the world faced comparable price volatility. And then some economies had the vision to diversify and to innovate. California blazed a trail. It invested heavily in exploiting its natural resources, and as a result is today a world leader in renewable innovation and power generation. California effectively hedged itself against high oil prices. Today, its energy consumption per capita is almost half the UK average. Now, that should be the inspiration of responsible governments today. Now, here in the UK, our Prime Minister has been clear that further reform is needed to the global system of oil production. And this issue has to be centre stage of G8 energy ministers in June in Japan. What is needed is a shared understanding between the oil-producing and consuming countries about the long-term nature of the challenge we face. There are steps that we can and should take to increase the supply of oil in the short to medium term, encouraging greater investment, transparency of data of production and supplies. Now, none of this is going to be easy, but putting our energy and climate systems onto a sustainable footing has never been more cost-effective. With high fossil fuel prices, which will make investments in alternative technologies, energy efficiency, changing public attitudes and better functioning of markets more profitable. Now, of course, there will be costs in the short term, but the price of inaction is bound to be far higher. That's why I believe business involvement and investment is going to be so critical. And the potential opportunities it presents to business and other UK companies across sectors, I think, are immense. As one of the world's largest manufacturing economies, with some of its leading high-tech manufacturers and universities, a world-class centre of energy expertise, and now, of course, the UK being a leading location for inward investment, our country has the potential to capitalise on this new generation of green-collar jobs.
The meeting of G8 energy ministers is scheduled to take place in Aomori, Japan in June.